Hello and welcome back to my DireWolf 21.6 mod pack tutorial series. So this episode, I think I'd like to go to the Nether. I want to make a really nice pickaxe, and I want to use some of the Advanced Tinker's Construct alloys. So if we go to the red book, we can see that the nicest stuff is out of this stuff called cobalt, ardite, and manulin? How should I say that? Manulin has the highest mining level, 5, which means it can mine itself. A base attack of 2 hearts. I'm going to make a pickaxe, I don't care about that. The mining speed is 9. Actually, cobalt is faster, but that's okay because there are modifiers to improve the speed of your tool. But the durability is 1200. That's the highest base durability of any tool, and a handle modifier of 2.5. So you would actually get 2400 plus 600, 3000 durability. And we can actually improve that more by well, there's other things we can do to it for upgrades. So some of the upgrades that we could make, we could use a diamond to give 500 extra durability, but an emerald would be better. If it was 3000 durability and emerald increased it by 50% durability, we would actually have a tool that had 4500 durability. That's a lot. If you put redstone on a tool, it adds speed. If you put moss, it has auto repair. That's pretty nice, although it is pretty slow. So if your tool is really worn out, expect to wait around a long time for it to heal. But if you're not mining constantly, if it's not, this is not the greatest thing to have on a lumber axe or a hammer or a scythe, something you're using just constantly to chop down things, because it can't keep up. Auto smelt will, cook things for you. I don't like auto smelt. That's not very useful, I don't think. Luck, though, lapis adds fortune to your mining tools, so that's nice. Let's see here, what else can we get? Silky was the same as Silk Touch. Reinforced with obsidian, you can put extra levels of reinforcement, so that's more unbreaking. And then there are the electric mods. So the IC2 mod will get you IC2 energy, and that allows you to, instead of having durability, you can charge the tool in a charging station. IC2 compatibility looks like it's going to be removed 1.7, so I'm not going to use that, but I will use the flux, which is the redstone flux from thermal expansion, and it allows you to have 400,000 charge on your tool, and it's so easy to recharge too. You need an energetic infuser from thermal expansion, so we're not quite ready for that, but that's still pretty cool. Let's see here. If you need additional modifier slots, you can get one by adding a diamond and a block of gold. That's kind of expensive. Or another star, which is also expensive. So I'm not worried about that, but I would like to make a manulin pickaxe, possibly with auto repair if I can find some moss. And that, I think, would work out pretty well. Manulin, to make that, we have to get 2 cobalt and 2 ardite. That would give us, I'm not sure if it's 1 or 2 ingots of manulin. Probably 2, but it may just be 1. Well, I think it ought to be 4. There's 2 and 2 going in. It should be 4. But sometimes they do recipes and they do it weird. Like the 3 copper and 1 tin gives you 3 bronze. I really think that ought to be 4 too. But, not my mod. Alright, so we will make the manulin, but where do you get cobalt and ardite? They're only in the Nether, so we need to go to the Nether to get those. And to do that, we need more obsidian. To do that, we can use our igneous extruder. Well, we could if we had enough lava. We need 10 lava buckets to get 10 obsidian we need to build our nether portal. Well, as you can see, we only have about 5 buckets left. I'm not sure how to get liquid out of the seared tank, and anyway, that still wouldn't be enough. That'd just be 9 at best, so we still need more. So, I'd like to take our tank, our portable tank, and take it somewhere and get more lava. But it only holds 8 buckets. I'd like to get more. So, as I was saying earlier, in thermal expansion, they've added tiers of storage. That's not just for energy, it's also for these tanks. It starts out with the portable tank, and then they have the hardened tank. So, the hardened tank, it takes Invar ingots around your portable tank and makes a hardened tank. And if you have the hardened tank, it will store 16 buckets worth of lava. So to get that, we need some Invar. To get Invar, it's 2 iron to 1 ferrous, and that gives us 3 Invar. See, 1, 2, 3 gives us 3. That's what it should be. That should be the ratio in all of them. Never mind. So, get my Invar blend, and I will go cook that up in our redstone furnace. I only need 4, and the furnace is quite a bit faster than the coal furnace, obviously. Okay, there's my Invar. If I go back to my crafting table, the portable tank surrounded by Invar gets me the hardened tank. And now, as you can see, it can hold 16 buckets of whatever. Right now it's empty, but we'll go get some lava in a minute. I actually, though, want to show you the filler from Buildcraft because it does all kinds of neat things. I dug some tunnels under here. I don't know if you can hear that, but the zombies are spawning under me, and I can hear them. You know, they're very far under me, but I hear them just the same. It's very annoying. Alright, so the leadstone energy cell that we have, we can actually shift right click with the crescent wrench and take that with us, and it will keep its energy. If you break it with a pickaxe, it will lose the energy. At least I'm pretty sure that's how it works. But if you use the crescent hammer, I can take it with me. So I've got the filler, I've got some energy conduits, which will transfer redstone flux energy into Buildcraft compatible energy, which the filler needs. I've got glass and bricks, which we need for the filler. I've got landmarks, which we need to mark off the area we're going to fill in. And I'm going to use dirt because I cleared out some space that I want to probably place a house. So the only problem is there's lots of little holes out here. So I'm going to use the filler to fill them in. So we'll start out by putting a landmark. We'll go, let's see here. I don't know, all the way maybe here? If you right click, they will point at each other and you can see the area they're going to mark off. That's handy for when you're not sure if you put it down in the right place. Alright, and then we will... Why aren't you running? Okay, so... And you can only mark off an area that is 64, and it has to be on the same effective plane. So if I was 70 over here, I've got to be 70 on the marker over here. So I'm going to go over here, and we'll mark off, say, all the way to here. Does that work? I might be too far away. Wait a minute, I'm not 70, I'm 69 here. Hang on, need a piece of dirt. I know I have a lot of dirt, but I'm just... It's a little silly. I don't want to use that dirt. There we go. Now it marks up. Now it lines up. Okay, so we only need 3 to mark off a square area, and one of the things the filler can do is it can clear out everything on the same level as the markings, and it can fill in everything underneath. So you now see we have a square. As long as this one is connected to the other 2, it'll figure out that it is a rectangle and can fill in. So we take the filler now, place it right by the primary mark. I don't really know what to call that. I'm going to go collect my marks. I'm a little bit low on lapis right now, so I don't want to lose these. Steve won't run. He's hungry and I have no food right now. I left it in the base. Okay, all the way back, we put the fill material in here. Now the fill pattern is glass on top and bricks on the bottom, and it's not a ghost pattern. It actually needs to be that. And yeah, you just have to read the book to find out, you know, what it is, because I would never be able to guess what this pattern meant. I put this here, and it automatically connects to it. And as you can see, it is taking out the dirt that's in here, and it's lowering the energy use in the energy cell. And let's see if I can see. Oh, there you go. Can you see it filling in over there? It's going to fill in all the way up here. I will have a nice smooth area for which to build my house, which will be on the same level as my farm. So it's going to be a lot easier than filling this in by hand. Okay, I'm not sure if I have enough material or enough energy. I may not, but that's the beginnings of the filler. It's a pretty useful tool. It can actually do a lot of things other than just fill in material. Like I said, it can make big rectangular outlines of buildings, so you can make houses this way. As long as you like, you know, square houses, and I tend to. So, alright, so we're going to go get some lava and go to the Nether and see if we can get some manulin to make a nice pickaxe. So I will be back once I have done that. Okay, so I'm back from my excursion to get lava. I got lava and made some obsidian, and I used the obsidian to make a portal to the Nether. I've got it surrounded by some fencing so that zombie pigmen who seem to want to follow you back don't get out and run loose over here. In addition, I made an alumite pickaxe. I almost forgot, but I would need alumite to mine the ardite and cobalt in the Nether. So if we go to our mighty smelting book, you can see that alumite is made from 5 aluminum, 2 iron, and 2 obsidian. And that will actually get you 6 ingots worth of alumite. So I used 1 to make the pickaxe head, and I've got the other 5 in my knapsack for repairs. If we go into the materials in U, the red book, we can see that alumite has a durability of 550, so it's 200 better than bronze. It's got a mining speed of 8, which I think is 1 better than bronze. Yes, it is. And it's got a reinforced level of 2, so that's twice as good as bronze. Although I actually had an obsidian binding that I found from the town, the Tinker's Construct huts in the town. So I actually have reinforced level 3 on this pickaxe, which you can see, yeah, reinforced 3. So there's my alumite pickaxe that I can use to mine ardite and cobalt in the Nether, and once I have some of that, in fact we'll see how to make that. Go back into mighty smelting, and we need manulin, which is made from 2 cobalt and 2 ardite. So I'm going to need at least 2 blocks of each of those. They spawn in the Nether, and they're very... Alright, they're not rare, they're just, they don't spawn in large veins, they just spawn a couple, 1 or 2 blocks at a time, and they don't seem to ever come together. In other words, you won't find cobalt and ardite in the same place. So you just have to run around looking for it. It may take a while before I actually get enough to come back. But I made some bronze armor, and I want to show you one thing from Bibliocraft, which is an armor stand. An armor stand requires stone slabs, so 3 stone gets us stone slabs. 2 pieces of iron and 3 stone slabs gets us an armor stand. What's an armor stand? It's a stand for your armor. What do you mean what's an armor stand? It's a stand for your armor. So I can right click to put the various pieces on the armor stand. But if I'm already wearing armor, which I've got iron armor, but I want to trade it because, as you can see, I don't have full strength in my armor, bronze is as good as diamond. It's just less durable. So if we shift click, I can trade the armor I'm wearing for the armor on the stand. Nice. Now I have bronze. Now I have iron. I've got a place to store that and an easy way to switch back and forth between my armors. So that's kind of nice. And, you know, hey, it looks nice to display too. Okay, so that's the armor stand from Bibliocraft. And now I'm going to actually head into the nether and try to find some ardite and cobalt and probably some nether quartz and I don't know, whatever else I might want to find. I'm going to get some netherrack, obviously. If I can find a fortress, maybe I'll try to get some blaze rods. Maybe some wither bones. Is that what they're called? Wither bones? That doesn't sound right. Alright, whatever. I'm going to nether now to find some cobalt and ardite, and hopefully when I come back I can make a manual pickaxe. Back in a flash. Okay, so I'm back from the nether, and I found some cobalt and ardite. I brought it back here to show it to you because I didn't want to record it in the nether when I was being attacked by ghasts. So, ardite, cobalt. And you can see it takes a while to mine. I've already smelted some up and made the materials I'm going to need for a pickaxe. So I made a manual tool rod, a manual pickaxe head, and I'm going to use paper for the binding, and you'll see why in a minute. So if we go to our materials in U-Book, we can see that manual, durability 1200, handle modifier 2.5. So our full tool durability will be 3000. A mining speed of 9, that's pretty good. And the paper, if we use a paper tool binding, we will get a writable material trait, which adds 1 to the number of modifiers we can have. So in here there are lots of modifiers. So an emerald will add 50% more durability. So instead of 3000, we're going to end up with a tool with a durability of 4500. We will eventually add some redstone to it. That increases its speed. We're going to add auto repair if I can find some moss. And we're going to add luck once I get more lapis. So, go over to the part builder. I need to build a tool binding pattern out of paper. And there we go, a paper tool binding. Go over to the tool forge. Select manual and tool rod, paper binding, manual and pickaxe head. As you can see, 3000 of 3000 and 4 modifiers. Let me get another different, just so you can see the difference. Only 3 modifiers with slime, but 4 modifiers with the paper, and the paper will not affect its durability. So there we go, a nice manual and pickaxe. If we go to our tool forge, we can add things to it. Like right now, I've got this emerald. And we can name this, I'm going to call it the Everpick because this thing's going to last forever. And as you can see, durability 3000, now it's 4500. Modifiers remaining 3. So it's going to cost us a modifier, but that's okay. There's not that many kinds of modifiers, and we're going to use this one. I don't have any moss. How much redstone do we have? Oh, I actually got quite a bit of redstone. Okay. So let's increase the speed of the tool with redstone. And you can use blocks of redstone and redstone itself. So you can put up to 50 with 1 modifier slot. You can actually do it. You can actually use multiple modifier slots to increase the mining speed even further, but you know, at some point the mining speed just becomes so quick you're just bashing through everything, and I don't really like that so much. It doesn't feel real to me. So, block of redstone, we're going to use 1 level. So, if you can see the base mining speed of 9, 9.07. At 10, we get 9.8. 10.6. 11.39. Whatever it was I said. Sorry, I want to make sure where we're at in the tool. Okay, it's 40, sorry. And now we're at 50, and now we have a mining speed of 13 instead of 9. So it's faster than, you know, everything. This is going to be a really great tool. Once I get some lapis to put luck on this, it's going to be even better. And moss, which you can get if you get those mossy stone blocks. 9 of those will get you a ball of moss, which will get us auto repair. Now, auto repair takes a while to repair the durability of tools that if you need to repair a lot of durability, auto repair is not the best way to go. But for a pickaxe that we'll only be using in certain areas, I think auto repair is pretty good at that. So there we are. Here is the Everpick, and it's pretty nice. So I got a bunch more stuff in the nether. I had a pretty good spawn. We got some netherrack, some soul sand, glowstone dust, 2.5 stacks of nether quartz dust. I got some imp leather, which should help me make featherfall boots, I think. And some raw imp hide. Eating this probably isn't good for you. Yeah, probably not. Alright, so that's all we're going to do in this episode. Next episode, I want to try to build a house. I dug up a volcano and got a bunch of basalt cobblestone, which I need to cook up into basalt, which I will then turn into basalt bricks. And that's what I'm going to make the house out of. But it would take tons and tons and tons of coal to smelt up all this. So I think we're going to get into some industrial craft. We can make a solar panel to power an electric furnace, and we can just, you know, sit around and wait for it to cook up. So that's what I think we're going to do next time, and I'll see you then.